Welcome to our deep dive into Hindu cosmology.
Mm.
Um, we're really going beyond the surface level today.
Yeah.
You've shared some fascinating sources with us, from these timelines of key figures to excerpts from uh, a book called The Science of the Rishis.
Mm.
I'm particularly intrigued by these endorsements from scholars,
Yeah.
and even a poem included in the appendix.
Okay.
It hints at a depth we don't always see.
Yeah.
So are you ready to unpack some ancient wisdom and maybe uncover some surprising scientific parallels?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What's interesting here is that we're not just talking about religious texts, but a tradition that views spirituality and science as interwoven.
Yeah.
And that's a perspective that can challenge our modern compartmentalization of knowledge.
Okay. Let's start with the rishis. They're described as spiritual scientists
Mm.
who cognize the Vedas, not compose them.
Yeah.
And it said they had these incredible multisensory abilities,
Yeah.
residing in the Himalayas and tapping into knowledge directly from the ether.
Right. Right.
It makes you wonder, how does that challenge our typical understanding of how knowledge is acquired and validated?
It does raise some thought-provoking questions.
Yeah.
If the rishis were indeed accessing knowledge directly from a universal source,
Right.
it suggests a level of interconnectedness between consciousness and the universe that modern science is only beginning to explore.
Yeah.
Think about the implications of that.
Yeah.
What if there are ways of knowing that go beyond our current scientific methods?
Fascinating. And it's intriguing that their motivation wasn't personal gain or recognition, but rather like a Samgram, the good of the world,
Right.
driven by compassion, not material desires, which seems pretty central to Hinduism, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This speaks to a core value within Hinduism that knowledge is meant to be used for the betterment of humanity.
Yeah.
The rishis weren't just seeking knowledge for themselves.
Wow.
They were driven by a sense of responsibility for the well-being of all.
Yeah.
It wasn't about personal enlightenment,
Right.
but rather using their knowledge to uplift others.
Now, about the Vedas themselves, the source material suggests that accepting the Vedas as authoritative and striving to live by Dharma essentially defines what it means to be Hindu.
Right.
But it's crucial to clarify that the Vedas aren't just about rituals and deities, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a common misconception that the Vedas are purely religious texts.
Yeah. Right.
What's fascinating is that they encompass 6 systems of philosophy, the Shad Darshanas,
Yeah.
and a vast body of scientific knowledge.
Right.
Imagine them as ancient encyclopedias,
Yeah.
covering a spectrum of human understanding from metaphysics to astronomy.
And they're described as anadi, without a beginning, which really throws a wrench in conventional dating methods.
Mm-hmm.
What are the implications of that?
Yeah.
Does it suggest a different model of knowledge transmission than we typically consider?
It certainly challenges our linear understanding of history.
Yeah.
The idea of knowledge existing without a defined origin point opens up possibilities for how we perceive truth and its transmission.
Right.
Could it be that certain truths are timeless,
Yeah.
embedded in the fabric of existence itself,
Yeah.
rather than originating at a specific point in time?
That's quite a shift in perspective. And the Vedas contain concepts that echo modern scientific thought. One God with many names.
Right.
The idea of yajnas as scientific laboratories and the importance of sound vibrations.
Right.
It's almost like they were tapping into universal principles centuries before modern science articulated them.
Those parallels are certainly intriguing. They invite us to consider whether these ancient insights might offer a different, perhaps even complementary lens through which to view our world.
Yeah.
What if, instead of seeing them as separate, we explored the potential convergences between ancient wisdom and modern science?
Okay, let's dive into some core concepts.
Mhm.
Brahman, the absolute reality.
Okay.
Existence, consciousness, bliss.
Right.
And Atman, the self, the reflection of Brahman within us. The source material uses a beautiful analogy like waves in the ocean. Everything is a manifestation of Brahman.
That metaphor beautifully captures the essence of interconnectedness. It suggests that at the deepest level, we are all expressions of the same fundamental reality. It's not simply that we are connected. It's that we are all part of one unified whole.
Yeah.
What implications does that have for how we view ourselves and our relationship to the universe?
It definitely reframes the idea of individuality and separateness.
Right.
And the source material emphasizes that love for the self translates to love for all creation, recognizing that we are all part of this grand cosmic dance.
Yeah.
There's a story in the book about a boy and an elephant, which seems relevant here.
Right.
Basically, the boy's guru teaches him that everything is Brahman.
Okay.
But then a mad elephant charges at the boy. And he questions, wait, if everything is Brahman, why is this elephant trying to hurt me?
That story cleverly highlights the importance of critical thinking, even within a framework of unity. It encourages us to go beyond blind acceptance and grapple with the complexities of lived experience.
Right.
While everything might ultimately be Brahman, the world still operates with laws of nature, and individual actions have consequences.
Right. So it's not about negating individual experience, but understanding it within a larger context.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the Puranas and Itihasas, these epic tales packed with gods, goddesses, and adventures.
Right.
But the source material is clear. These myths aren't just entertaining stories.
Yeah.
They're conveying profound scientific and philosophical truths.
Right.
What do you think makes storytelling such an effective tool for transmitting complex ideas?
Storytelling has a unique power to engage our imagination and make abstract concepts relatable.
Right.
The Puranas and Itihasas utilize symbolism and allegory.
Yeah.
Inviting us to decode their hidden meanings and uncover deeper layers of understanding.
Right.
They take what could be dry philosophy and turn it into something vibrant and memorable.
And they delve into concepts like divas and avatars, emanations from Brahman embodying specific aspects of cosmic intelligence.
Yeah.
Almost like a divine delegation with specific roles to play in the cosmic order.
Yeah.
Could you expand on that a bit?
The concept of divas and avatars highlights the multifaceted nature of the divine, showing how different aspects of cosmic intelligence manifest in the world. Right. It helps us understand the complexity of creation and the forces that govern it.
Yeah.
It's not just a singular force at work,
right,
but an intricate interplay of energies and intelligences.
That makes sense. And of course we have the Trinity. Okay. Brahma the creator, Vishnu the preserver, Shiva the destroyer.
Right.
Not just characters in a story. They represent fundamental cosmic cycles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Trinity embodies the cyclical nature of existence, the continuous flow of creation, preservation, and destruction that governs the universe. It's a powerful symbol of the dynamic interplay of cosmic forces.
Yeah.
Reminding us that change is constant and everything is in a state of flux.
Yeah.
This is something we see reflected in nature,
right,
in the seasons, in the life cycle itself.
And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The Puranas' descriptions of galaxies, super galaxies, and even the Big Bang resonate with our current astrophysical understanding.
Right.
It raises some big questions.
Yeah.
How could they have known this?
Yeah.
What were the methods of observation and knowledge transmission that allowed them to articulate these concepts?
The parallels between these ancient descriptions and modern scientific discoveries are truly remarkable. They suggest that the rishis may have possessed a level of of understanding about the cosmos that we're only beginning to rediscover.
Yeah.
It challenges our assumptions about the history of scientific knowledge.
It's mind-boggling, isn't
It
it?
is.
It makes you wonder what other secrets might be hidden within these texts, waiting to be unlocked.
Right, right.
We've only have just begun to scratch the surface.
Yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about a concept that's a bit more abstract, Maya.
Ah, Maya.
Yeah.
This is where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
The illusion of reality,
Mm-hmm.
the veil that obscures our perception of Brahman. It's a concept that can be uh, difficult to grasp, but has profound implications for understanding the nature of our experience.
The source material defines Maya as the power that veils Brahman and projects the illusion of a separate material world.
Right.
And it asks, how often do we mistake appearances for reality?
Yeah.
I think that's a question we all grapple with on some level, don't you think?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a fundamental human experience to get caught up in the illusion of separateness,
Yeah.
to cling to the material world as the ultimate reality.
Yeah.
But the concept of Maya challenges us to look beyond the surface, to question our perceptions
Yeah.
and consider the possibility of a deeper reality.
And interestingly, modern science, particularly quantum physics, seems to be echoing this idea. We've moved from a deterministic universe to one where the observer's role is acknowledged,
Right.
where matter itself is revealed to be mostly empty space.
Yeah.
That's a pretty significant shift.
It is, and it's fascinating to consider how this shift in scientific thinking
Yeah.
aligns with ancient concepts like Maya and Chitta, the unified field of consciousness.
Mm.
It suggests that consciousness may play a more fundamental role in the universe than we previously thought.
So we're starting to see these intriguing convergences between ancient wisdom and modern scientific thought.
Mm.
It's making me question everything I thought I knew about
Yeah.
reality.
That's the beauty of exploring these ideas.
Yeah.
They challenge our assumptions and invite us to see the world in a new light.
Okay, let's keep diving deeper. Up next, we have Desha and Kalala, the Hindu perspective on space and time. Forget our linear timelines, because Hinduism sees time as cyclical, with universes arising and dissolving within eternity.
Right.
It's like a cosmic inhale and exhale.
Yeah.
What are the implications of this cyclical view of time?
Mm-hmm.
How does it challenge our typical understanding of history
Yeah.
and progress?
The cyclical nature of time in Hinduism encourages us to move beyond a linear cause and effect understanding of reality.
Mm.
It suggests that creation and destruction are not isolated events,
Right.
but part of an ongoing eternal process.
Yeah.
It reframes our understanding of beginnings and endings.
Right.
Instead of a straight line, it's more like a spiral,
Mhm.
constantly evolving, yet always returning to a central point.
And within these cycles, we have the yugas, vast periods of time with distinct characteristics that impact human consciousness.
Right.
It's almost like time itself has a personality influencing how we think and behave.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on the unique characteristics of each yuga and how they're believed to affect us?
The concept of yugas is a fascinating exploration of the interplay between cosmic cycles and human evolution.
Yeah.
Each yuga is said to have its own unique qualities, affecting everything from our spiritual awareness to our social structures.
Right.
For example, the Satya Yuga is described as a golden age of virtue and spiritual enlightenment,
Mm-hmm.
while the Kali Yuga, the current age, is characterized by increased materiality and,
Yeah.
a decline in spiritual values.
Yeah.
Understanding the characteristics of each yuga provides a framework for understanding the challenges and opportunities of our current time. It also suggests that perhaps our individual journeys are intertwined with the grand rhythms of the universe.
That's a that's a powerful concept.
Yeah.
And the source material points to fascinating examples of the sophistication of Vedic astronomy and mathematics, the use of water clocks, the precise calculations of planetary movements
Wow.
and distances, the significance of the number 108.
Right.
These aren't just random occurrences. They
Yeah.
they point to a deep understanding of the cosmos and its underlying principle.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
The precision and accuracy of Vedic astronomy are remarkable. For example, their understanding of the precession of the equinoxes, a phenomenon that takes thousands of years to observe,
Wow.
speaks to the depth and continuity of their knowledge.
Mm.
It suggests a level of observation and dedication to understanding the cosmos that rivals and in some cases predates modern astronomy. Yeah.
It begs the question: how did they develop this level of sophistication?
Mm.
What methods and tools did they use?
It's like they had access to knowledge we're only beginning to rediscover.
Right.
Now let's shift gears a bit and explore the power of sound and symbols, mantras, and yantras.
A fascinating area indeed. Mantras, spiritually charged sounds that access cosmic energy
Mm-hmm.
and elevate consciousness, represent the power of sound to influence our very being and connect us to deeper levels of reality.
Wow.
They're not just words. They're vibrational tools used to align with cosmic forces.
The book highlights the Gayatri mantra, encompassing the energy of three spheres: Earth,
Yeah.
galaxy, and super galaxies.
Oh.
Talk about powerful vibrations.
Yeah.
What makes the Gayatri mantra so significant within Hinduism? The Gayatri mantra is considered one of the most sacred and powerful mantras in Hinduism. It's an invocation of divine light and wisdom, a prayer for enlightenment and purification.
Yeah.
Its association with three spheres, Earth, galaxy, and super galaxies,
Right.
speaks to its universal nature, connecting the individual to the cosmic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that we are not separate from the universe, but intricately woven into its fabric.
And then we have yantras, geometric diagrams representing the form and power of deities.
Right.
Like geometry itself holds a hidden spiritual dimension. How are yantras used in spiritual practice, and what makes them such potent tools for connecting with the divine?
Yantras are visual representations of subtle energies and spiritual principles.
Yeah.
They act as focal points for meditation, allowing the practitioner to concentrate their mind and access deeper states of consciousness. Their geometric forms are believed to hold specific frequencies and vibrations that can resonate with our own energy fields, facilitating spiritual awakening and transformation.
The book focuses on the Sri Chakra, a complex yantra containing all other chakras, revered for its power and mathematical beauty.
Yeah,
It's like the Mona Lisa of sacred geometry.
it is.
What makes the Sri Chakra so unique and powerful?
The Sri Chakra is a complex and multifaceted symbol that embodies the entirety of creation.
Yeah.
It's a visual representation of the divine feminine, the creative force of the universe.
Right.
Its intricate geometry and symbolism have captivated mathematicians and spiritual seekers alike for centuries.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that the universe is not random, but ordered and intelligent, a manifestation of divine harmony and beauty.
So we've covered a lot of ground here, from the rishis and the Vedas to the mind-bending concepts of Maya and cyclical time. But how do we take all this ancient wisdom and apply it to our modern lives.
Right.
That's what I'm really curious about.
That's where the practical application of Hinduism comes in.
Yeah.
It's not just a philosophy or a set of beliefs. It's a way of life infused with spiritual and scientific principles.
Right.
It's about aligning ourselves with the rhythms of the cosmos and living in harmony with the natural world. It's about integrating these ancient insights into our daily experience.
I love that. So it's about bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and modern living. That's what we'll be exploring next.
It is about bridging that gap, and Hinduism offers a holistic approach to living that can feel surprisingly relevant today.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that spirituality isn't separate from our daily lives,
Right.
but interwoven with every aspect of our experience.
The source material highlights some intriguing examples.
Okay.
Touching the earth upon waking.
Right.
The namaste greeting.
Yeah.
And even the scientific basis behind traditional practices.
Right.
It's fascinating how these seemingly simple acts can hold deeper meaning.
Yeah.
And connect us to something larger than ourselves.
These practices highlight the interconnectedness that is at the heart of Hindu philosophy.
Right.
Touching the earth upon waking is a way of acknowledging our connection to the planet. A grounding practice that reminds us of our place within the natural world. The namaste greeting with its palms pressed together is a recognition of the divine spark within each of us.
Right.
A gesture of respect and reverence, and many traditional practices often dismissed as superstitions have surprisingly sound scientific underpinnings.
Yeah.
For example, the use of turmeric in cooking is not just for flavor, but also for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties.
Right.
A fact that science has only recently confirmed.
It's like rediscovering the wisdom within traditions that have been passed down for generations.
Right. Yeah.
Makes you wonder what other insights we might find if we look with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Speaking of looking with fresh eyes, the source material discusses the body as a temple.
Okay.
And the interconnectedness of everything.
Right.
It's a reminder that we're not just isolated individuals, but part of a larger web of life.
Yeah.
A concept that's gaining traction in modern sciences as well.
It is, and this interconnectedness is fundamental to understanding Hindu cosmology. It challenges us to shift from an egocentric view of reality to a more holistic one.
Yeah.
Recognizing that our actions have ripples that extend far beyond ourselves.
Yeah.
It's a call to cultivate compassion and act with awareness, knowing that we are all interconnected.
Yeah.
And our well-being is intertwined with the well-being of all beings.
That's a powerful message, especially in today's world.
It is.
But this interconnectedness doesn't negate individual responsibility, does it?
Right.
It seems like there's a balance between recognizing our connection to the whole, while also acknowledging our individual agency.
Absolutely. There's a beautiful tension between the individual and the collective in Hindu philosophy.
Right.
We are both drops in the ocean and the ocean itself. We are individual expressions of the divine.
Yeah.
Each with our unique role to play in the cosmic dance.
Right.
And yet we are also part of something much greater than ourselves.
Yeah.
It's this balance that allows for both individual growth and collective evolution.
So it's about recognizing our unique contribution to the whole,
Right.
while also understanding that we are not separate from it.
Yeah.
That's a profound and empowering perspective.
It is.
But Hinduism hasn't always had an easy path.
Right.
The source material delves into the historical challenges it has faced.
Right.
From invasions to subtle forms of cultural suppression.
Right.
How has Hinduism managed to maintain its integrity and resilience in the face of such adversity?
The resilience of Hinduism is a testament to its adaptability and its ability to integrate and evolve while staying true to its core principles.
Yeah.
It's a tradition that has survived and thrived through centuries of change and upheaval,
Yeah.
absorbing new ideas and influences while remaining rooted in its essential truths.
Right.
It's like a tree that bends with the wind but never breaks.
That's a beautiful analogy.
Yeah.
And it speaks to the importance of preserving cultural heritage.
Yeah.
The role we all play in safeguarding ancient wisdom.
Yeah.
It's not just about preserving traditions for the sake of the past,
Right.
but recognizing the valuable insights they can offer us in the present and the future.
Precisely.
Yeah.
These ancient traditions are repositories of knowledge and wisdom that have been tested and refined over centuries. They offer perspectives and practices that can enrich our lives and help us navigate the complexities of the modern world.
Yeah.
It's our responsibility to honor and preserve these traditions.
Right.
Not just for ourselves, but for future generations.
So it's not about clinging to the past,
Right.
but rather drawing from its wisdom to inform our present and shape our future.
Yeah.
That's a powerful and inspiring message.
It is, and it's a reminder that we are part of a long and continuous lineage,
Yeah.
a chain of knowledge and wisdom that extends far beyond our individual lifespans.
Right.
We are both inheritors and caretakers of this precious legacy.
Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about the power of sound and symbols, mantras and yantras. The source material describes mantras as spiritually charged sounds that access cosmic energy and elevate consciousness.
Right.
Almost like sonic passwords to higher realms.
Mantras are powerful tools for aligning ourselves with cosmic forces and accessing deeper levels of awareness. That they are more than just words.
Right.
They are vibrations that resonate with our energy fields.
Yeah.
And can have a profound impact on our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being.
Right.
They are a way of using sound to connect with the divine.
The book specifically highlights the Gayatri mantra.
Yeah.
Encompassing the energy of three spheres, Earth, galaxy, and super galaxies.
Right.
Talk about powerful vibrations.
It is.
What makes the Gayatri mantra so significant within Hinduism?
The Gayatri mantra is considered one of the most sacred and powerful mantras in Hinduism.
Right.
It's an invocation of divine light and wisdom, a prayer for enlightenment and purification. Its association with three spheres, Earth, galaxy, and super galaxies,
Right.
speaks to its universal nature, connecting the individual to the cosmic. It's a reminder that we are not separate from the universe, but intricately woven into its fabric.
And then we have yantras, geometric diagrams representing the form and power of deities.
Right.
It's like geometry itself holds a hidden spiritual dimension. How are yantras used in spiritual practice, and what makes them such potent tools for connecting with the divine?
Yantras are visual representations of subtle energies and spiritual principles. They act as focal points for meditation,
Right.
allowing the practitioner to concentrate their mind and access deeper states of consciousness. Their geometric forms are believed to hold specific frequencies and vibrations that can resonate with our own energy fields, facilitating spiritual awakening and transformation.
The book focuses on the Sri Chakra,
Okay.
complex yantra containing all other chakras,
Yeah.
revered for its power and mathematical beauty.
Yeah.
It's like the Mona Lisa of sacred geometry. What makes the Sri Chakra so unique and powerful?
The Sri Chakra is a complex and multifaceted symbol that embodies the entirety of creation. It's a visual representation of the divine feminine,
Right.
the creative force of the universe.
Yeah.
Its intricate geometry geometry and symbolism have captivated mathematicians and spiritual seekers alike for centuries.
Right.
It's a reminder that the universe is not random,
Hmm.
but ordered and intelligent,
Yeah.
a manifestation of divine harmony and beauty.
So we've explored these powerful tools for connecting with the divine.
Right.
But how do they translate into everyday life?
Right.
How can we integrate these ancient practices into our modern routines?
That's where the beauty of Hinduism lies.
Yeah.
It's not a religion that's confined to temples and rituals.
Right.
It's a way of life that can be practiced anywhere, anytime.
Hmm.
Integrating mantras and yantras into our daily routines can be as simple as chanting a mantra while we're commuting to work, or meditating on a yantra before we go to sleep.
Right.
The key is to find ways to make these practices feel relevant and accessible to our modern lives.
So it's about finding ways to bridge the ancient and the modern, to infuse our daily routines with a sense of the sacred. And speaking of the sacred, let's delve into the concept of the body as a temple.
Okay.
It's an idea that's gaining traction in modern wellness circles.
Right.
But it has deep roots in Hindu philosophy.
Absolutely. In
Yeah.
Hinduism, the body is not seen as separate from the spirit,
Yeah.
but as a sacred vessel for the divine.
Yeah.
It's a temple to be honored and cared for,
Right.
not just physically, but also mentally and spiritually.
That's such a beautiful way of looking at it.
It is.
It elevates our understanding of self-care
Yeah.
beyond just the physical.
Right.
It's about
Yeah.
tending to all aspects of our being,
Right.
body, mind, and spirit.
Exactly. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being, and understanding that true health encompasses all three. It's about treating our bodies with respect and reverence, nourishing them with wholesome food, and engaging in practices that promote balance and harmony, and cultivating a positive and uplifting mindset.
So it's about holistic well-being, a concept that's gaining increasing recognition in modern healthcare. It's about recognizing that we are not just physical beings, but also energetic and spiritual beings.
Precisely. And when we approach our health from this holistic perspective,
Yeah.
we tap into a deeper level of well-being that encompasses all aspects of our being.
This deep dive is really making me reconsider my own approach to health and well-being. It's about finding that balance between the physical, the mental, and the spiritual.
It is, and it's about recognizing that true health is not just the absence of disease,
Right.
but a state of vibrant aliveness, a state of wholeness and harmony within ourselves and with the world around us.
Now let's shift our focus to the concept of dharma, a central tenet of Hinduism.
Okay.
The source material suggests that living in accordance with dharma is key to a fulfilling life.
Right.
But dharma can be a tricky concept to grasp.
Right.
Can you shed some light on what dharma means?
Sure.
And how we can align with it in our daily lives?
Dharma is often translated as duty or righteousness, but it's a much richer and more nuanced concept than those simple translations suggest.
Yeah.
It encompasses our purpose in life, our individual path,
Yeah.
and the actions that are aligned with our true nature.
Right.
Living in accordance with dharma is about fulfilling our potential, contributing to the well-being of others, and living in harmony with the cosmic order.
It sounds like dharma is about finding our unique place in the tapestry of life and living in a way that is both authentic to ourselves and beneficial to the world around us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing our interconnectedness with all things,
Right.
and living in a way that honors that connection. It's about understanding that our actions have consequences, and choosing actions that create positive ripples in the world.
But how do we know what what our dharma is?
Yeah.
How do we discover our unique path?
Discovering our dharma is a journey of self-discovery, a process of listening to our inner wisdom, paying attention to the things that bring us joy and fulfillment,
Right.
and recognizing the talents and gifts that we have to offer the world. It's about asking ourselves what we are passionate about,
Hmm.
what we feel called to do,
Yeah.
and how we can use our unique abilities to make a positive contribution.
So it's a process of self-reflection and exploration, a process of tuning into our inner compass
Uh-huh.
and aligning with the whispers of our soul.
It is, and it's a journey that unfolds over time.
Right.
Often through trial and error, as we learn and grow and refine our understanding of who we are
Yeah.
and what we are here to do.
It's a beautiful and empowering concept.
It is.
And it suggests that we all have a unique role to play in the unfolding of the universe.
We do.
Yeah.
And when we live in alignment with our dharma, we not only experience a sense of purpose and fulfillment,
Yeah.
but also contribute to the well-being of the world around us.
Yeah. We become a force for positive change, a beacon of light in the world.
That's a powerful image.
It is.
It's inspiring to think that we all have the potential to make a positive difference simply by living in accordance with our true nature.
Right.
Now let's talk about one of the most profound
Yeah.
and perhaps most challenging concepts in Hindu philosophy, Maya.
Ah, Maya.
Yeah.
The illusion of reality. The veil that obscures our perception of Brahman.
Yeah.
It's a concept that can be mind-boggling and even a bit unsettling.
The source material describes Maya as the power that veils Brahman and projects the illusion of a separate material world.
Right.
And it asks, how often do we mistake appearances for reality?
Yeah.
I think that's a question we all grapple with on some level, don't you think?
Absolutely. It's a fundamental human experience to get caught up in the illusion of separateness.
Right. To cling to the material world as the ultimate reality.
Yeah.
But the concept of Maya challenges us to look beyond the surface,
Yeah.
to question our perceptions and to consider the possibility of a deeper reality.
And interestingly, modern science,
Yeah.
particularly quantum physics, seems to be echoing this idea. We've moved from a deterministic universe to one where the observer's role is acknowledged,
Yeah.
where matter itself is revealed to be mostly empty space.
Right.
That's a pretty significant shift.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's fascinating to consider how this shift in scientific thinking
Right.
aligns with ancient concepts like Maya and Chitta, the unified field of consciousness.
Right.
It suggests that consciousness may play a more fundamental role in the universe than we previously thought.
So we're starting to see these intriguing convergences between ancient wisdom and modern scientific thought.
Right.
It's making me question everything I thought I knew about reality.
That's the beauty of exploring these ideas.
Yeah.
They challenge our assumptions and invite us to see the world in a new light.
Okay, let's keep diving deeper.
Yeah.
Up next we have Desha and Kala, the Hindu perspective on space and time.
Okay.
Forget our linear timelines because Hinduism sees time as cyclical with universes arising and dissolving within eternity.
Right.
It's like a cosmic inhale and exhale.
Right.
What are the implications of this cyclical view of time?
Right.
How does it challenge our typical understanding of history and progress?
The cyclical nature of time in Hinduism encourages us to move beyond a linear cause and effect understanding of reality.
Right.
It suggests that creation and destruction are not isolated events, but part of an ongoing eternal process.
Right.
It reframes our understanding of beginnings and endings.
Right.
Instead of a straight line, it's more like a spiral, constantly evolving, yet always returning to a central point.
And within these cycles, we have the yugas.
Okay.
Vast periods of time with distinct characteristics that impact human consciousness.
Right.
It's almost like time itself has a personality influencing how we think and behave.
Right.
Can you elaborate on the unique characteristics of each yuga and how they're believed to affect us?
The concept of yugas is a fascinating exploration of the interplay between cosmic cycles and human evolution. Each yuga is said to have its own unique qualities, affecting everything from our spiritual awareness to our social structures.
Right.
For example, the Satya Yuga is described as a golden age of virtue and spiritual enlightenment. While the Kali Yuga, the current age, is characterized by increased materiality and decline in spiritual values.
Right.
Understanding the characteristics of each yuga provides a framework for understanding the challenges and opportunities of our current time. It also suggests that perhaps our individual journeys are intertwined with the grand rhythms of the universe.
That's a powerful concept.
It is.
And the source material points to fascinating examples of the sophistication of Vedic astronomy and mathematics.
Right.
The use of water clocks, the precise calculations of planetary movements and distances, the significance of the number 108. These aren't just random occurrences. They point to a deep understanding of the cosmos and its underlying principles.
Absolutely. The precision and accuracy of Vedic astronomy are remarkable. For example, their understanding of the precession of the equinoxes, a phenomenon that takes thousands of years to observe, speaks to the depth and continuity of their knowledge.
Wow.
It suggests a level of observation and dedication to understanding the cosmos that rivals and in some cases predates modern astronomy.
Right.
It begs the question: how did they develop this level of sophistication?
Right.
What methods and tools did they use?
It's like they had access to knowledge we're only beginning to rediscover.
Right.
Now let's shift gears a bit and explore the power of sound and symbols, mantras and yantras.
A fascinating area indeed. Mantras, spiritually charged sounds that access cosmic energy and elevate consciousness.
Right.
Represent the power of sound to influence our very being and connect us to deeper levels of reality. They're not just words.
Right.
They're vibrational tools used to align with cosmic forces.
The book highlights the Gayatri mantra encompassing the energy of three spheres:
Yes.
Earth, galaxy, and super galaxies.
Right.
Talk about powerful vibrations.
Yeah, it's considered one of the most sacred and powerful mantras in Hinduism.
Yeah.
It's an invocation of divine light and wisdom, a prayer for enlightenment and purification.
Yeah.
Its association with three spheres, Earth, galaxy, and super galaxies, speaks to its universal nature, connecting the individual to the cosmic.
Right.
It's a reminder that we are not separate from the universe,
Yeah.
but intricately woven into its fabric.
And then we have yantras, geometric diagrams, representing the form and power of deities.
Right.
It's like geometry itself holds a hidden spiritual dimension. How are yantras used in spiritual practice, and what makes them such potent tools for connecting with the divine?
Yantras are visual representations of subtle energies and spiritual principles.
Right.
They act as focal points for meditation, allowing the practitioner to concentrate their mind and access deeper states of consciousness. Their geometric forms are believed to hold specific frequencies and vibrations that can resonate with our own energy fields,
Right.
Facilitating spiritual awakening and transformation.
The book focuses on the Sri Chakra, a complex yantra containing all other chakras, revered for its power and mathematical beauty.
Right.
It's like the Mona Lisa of sacred geometry.
It is.
What makes the Sri Chakra so unique and powerful?
The Shri chakra is a complex and multifaceted symbol that embodies the entirety of creation.
Yeah.
It's a visual representation of the divine feminine, the creative force of the universe.
Yeah.
Its intricate geometry and symbolism have captivated mathematicians and spiritual seekers alike for centuries. It's a reminder that the universe is not random, but ordered and intelligent, a manifestation of divine harmony and beauty.
We've covered so much ground in this deep dive.
Yeah.
And it's clear that Hindu cosmology offers a rich tapestry of concepts and practices. But one thing that keeps coming up
Yeah.
is this idea of interconnectedness.
Right.
It seems to be a central thread that weaves through all of these concepts.
It is.
Yeah.
The interconnectedness of all things is at the heart of Hindu philosophy. It's a recognition that we are not separate from the universe,
Right.
but integral parts of a vast and intricate web of life.
Right.
This understanding has profound implications for how we view ourselves, how we relate to the world around us, and how we live our lives.
So it's not just a philosophical concept.
Right.
It's a way of seeing the world and our place within it.
Yeah.
It's a shift in perspective
Right.
that can transform our understanding of reality and our relationship to all things.
And this interconnectedness seems to be echoed in modern science as well,
Right.
particularly in fields like quantum physics and ecology.
It is.
Yeah.
As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the universe, we are discovering that everything is interconnected.
Yeah.
From the smallest subatomic particles to the largest galaxies.
It's fascinating how ancient wisdom and modern science seem to be converging on this idea of interconnectedness.
It is.
It suggests that we are on the cusp of a new understanding of reality, one that recognizes the interconnectedness of all things.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's an exciting time to be exploring these ideas.
And as we continue to delve deeper into the mysteries of the universe, I believe we will discover even more profound connections between ancient wisdom and modern science.
I'm eager to see where this exploration leads us.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about a concept that's closely related to interconnectedness. The concept of karma.
Okay.
It's a term that's often thrown around in popular culture.
Right.
But its true meaning is often misunderstood.
Yeah.
Can you shed some light on what karma really means?
Sure.
And how it operates within the framework of Hindu cosmology?
Karma, often misunderstood as a system of punishment and reward, is essentially about cause and effect. It's the principle that every action, thought, and intention creates a ripple in the universe.
Yeah.
And those ripples eventually come back to us. It's not about a cosmic scorecard.
Right.
But about understanding the consequences of our actions and the interconnectedness of all things.
It's about recognizing that our actions have consequences.
Right.
Not just for ourselves, but for the world around us.
Exactly. It's about understanding that we are not isolated individuals.
Right.
But part of a vast web of interconnectedness, and our actions create ripples that affect the entire web.
But does that mean we're trapped by our past actions?
Right.
Are we destined to repeat the same patterns over and over again?
Not necessarily. Karma is not about fate or predestination. It's
Right.
about understanding the consequences of our actions, and using that understanding to make more conscious choices,
Right.
by recognizing the patterns in our lives and making different choices, we can break free from negative karmic cycles and create a more positive future for ourselves and for the world.
So it's about taking responsibility for our actions,
Right.
and using our free will
Yeah.
to create a more positive and harmonious reality.
Precisely. It's about recognizing that we have the power to shape our destiny, both individually and collectively.
And this power to shape our destiny is tied to the concept of dharma, isn't it? Living in alignment with our dharma allows us to create positive karma and move towards a more fulfilling life.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
When we live in alignment with our dharma,
Right.
we are naturally drawn to actions that are beneficial to ourselves and to the world around us. Right. We create positive karma, which in turn supports our growth and evolution. It's a virtuous cycle that leads us towards greater harmony and fulfillment.
So it's about finding that sweet spot where our actions are aligned with our true nature,
Right.
and contribute to the well-being of all.
Mhm.
That's a powerful and inspiring concept.
It is, and it's a reminder that we all have the potential to create a more positive and harmonious world,
Yeah.
both through our individual actions
Right.
and through our collective efforts.
This deep dive has been an incredible journey so far.
Yeah,
You've explored a vast range of concepts, from the nature of reality to the interconnectedness of all things. And it's clear that Hindu cosmology offers a rich and nuanced perspective on life, the universe, and everything.
Right.
But I'm curious, as we wrap up this segment, what are some of the key takeaways that you hope our listeners will remember? What are the most important lessons that we can glean from exploring these ancient insights?
For me, it's the invitation to shift our perspective. Hindu cosmology asks us to look beyond the surface, to question our assumptions about reality,
Right.
and to consider the possibility of a deeper, more interconnected world.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing the divine spark within ourselves and in all beings.
Yeah.
And understanding that we are all part of something much greater than ourselves. It's about embracing a more holistic view of life, one that integrates spirituality, science, and an everyday experience.
I completely agree. It's been eye-opening to see how these ancient insights resonate with modern scientific discoveries,
Yeah.
and offer a framework for understanding the complexities of life in a new way.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's not just about understanding, it's about application. Right.
Hindu cosmology offers practical tools and practices for living a more balanced, meaningful, and fulfilling life, whether it's through meditation, yoga, chanting mantras, or simply cultivating a more mindful approach to daily living.
Yeah.
These practices can help us connect with our inner wisdom, cultivate compassion, and live in greater harmony with ourselves and the world around us.
One of the things that struck me was the emphasis on cyclical time. It's a concept that challenges our linear progress driven worldview.
Right.
And invites us to see life as a journey of continuous growth and evolution.
Yeah.
With both challenges and opportunities woven into the fabric of existence.
The concept of yugas specifically offers a fascinating perspective on the cyclical nature of time and the evolution of consciousness.
Yeah.
It suggests that we are not just passive observers of time.
But active participants in a grand cosmic dance. Each yuga presents its own unique challenges and opportunities for growth.
Right.
And understanding the characteristics of each yuga can provide valuable insights into our current moment in history and our individual journeys.
And it's inspiring to consider that even in the Kali Yuga, the age characterized by increased materialism and spiritual darkness,
Right.
there's always the potential for transformation and awakening.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that even in the midst of challenges, we have the power to choose our path,
Right.
and create a more positive future.
We do.
Yeah.
And that choice is intimately connected to the concept of dharma.
Mm-hmm.
By aligning our actions with our true nature and our purpose,
Right.
we can create positive karma and contribute to the well-being of all.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that we are not isolated individuals, but integral parts of a vast and interconnected web of life.
It's a beautiful and empowering message.
It is.
And it seems like one of the key takeaways from our deep dive is that a Hindu cosmology is not just a set of beliefs or a philosophy. It's a way of life.
Right.
It's about integrating these ancient insights into our daily experience,
Mm-hmm.
and living in a way that reflect our understanding of the interconnectedness of all things.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's about embodying these principles in our thoughts, words, and actions.
Mm.
It's about cultivating a sense of reverence for life, for ourselves, and for the world around us. It's about living with awareness, compassion, and a deep sense of connection to the divine spark that resides within us all.
I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of this vast and multifaceted subject.
Yeah.
But I hope our listeners have gained a deeper appreciation for the richness and depth of Hindu cosmology,
Mm-hmm.
and the variable insights it offers for navigating the complexities of modern life.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
And I encourage everyone to continue exploring these ideas, to delve deeper into the texts,
Yeah.
to engage in practices that resonate with them,
Right.
and to allow these ancient insights to inform and inspire their own unique journeys of growth and discovery.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Hindu cosmology.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it both enlightening and inspiring.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you.
Yeah.
May your journey be filled with wonder, wisdom, and the blessings of the divine.